I sort of am hoping, I don't know how long the power's going to stay on in the game, and I kind of want to go over to school and get looting already, but I also don't want to risk getting bitten and die either. So yeah, I don't know. Also, you're going to have like, I guess like sleepy voice for a bit. I did have a coffee. I did actually have an energy drink, because when I woke up I felt like I'd been like floored. So yeah, but I think when I went to sleep the second time, I think I just like laid there and snored with like a dry throat for hours. So my throat's like gone, but that's fine. It'll pick up in a little while. What are you guys up to? What are you doing today? I think last time we went and we got the car skills up in Project Zomboid, so I'm pretty sure I can hotwire cars, and I think I'm supposed to be hotwiring some cars around town, but I'm also supposed to try to see if I can craft some shit, which I actually don't know if I've got the crafting skill up high enough to make like a water catcher thingy, you know. So I've gone wire. Oh yeah. Hey Suki, what are you up to? What are you doing today? I don't know if they've done any more updates to the game since I played, because they updated on Mondays, right? And I play on Fridays, so a lot of the time it's been a while since like I checked. But anyway, as far as I know, we're in the car, we've got all of our shit. I'm pretty sure I hotwired all these cars, and we're just gonna head straight home if this thing runs. All these cars up here are hotwired. I kind of want to fill them all up too. Actually don't know if I've got a fuel can. I think I got a fuel can in the car. Yeah. Alright, so we still got fuel. So we're bringing home fuels. That'll work. It's also why we can force the selling wolf flushes and all. Just got out of the shower. As soon as the father-in-law gets home, gonna look around the house and then go to night shift door dashing with him. Oh yeah. Well, that sounds like the rest of your evening is basically like preoccupado. That sounds of it, but yeah. But now fresh and clean. I actually also want to hotwire this car if I can. I actually want to see what this building is. So I'll just see if I can hotwire this car just quick. There are keys over there too, actually, but I want to know what this building is just quickly before I kind of drive off, you know? So I'm glad you're late because I woke up late and I didn't want to miss anything. Oh, that's a good car. No, it's alright. Like, generally speaking, like, my VODs are always here anyway, so, yeah. But I do get it. Grab me that too. I will tummy squeeze. I don't tummy squeeze too hard because, I ate before stream. I had like a can of tuna and I'm like, I don't really want to make my stomach sore because lately when I've been eating, my stomach hurts. Seat occupied? What do you mean? I open the door? No. What'd you put in the tuna? I didn't put anything in the tuna. I have Crohn's disease, so whenever I eat, it can be painful. Oh, it's like a grocery store, like a servo or something. I'll have a quick squiz maybe. There's no zombies in here. There may not be. I might see if we could get food. Well, yes, but like for the most part, I'm basically in like a state of kind of remission and shit with my condition. So like it's not fully gone, but it's kind of at the calmest it can be at the moment. So typically speaking, when I was like really sick with it, like I wouldn't be able to eat. Like I couldn't eat any meat or like normal meats and stuff like that. And there was a whole bunch of foods and stuff that would make me sick. And yeah, it was quite difficult because I didn't have to even know that it contained the thing. Like just as long as somebody had cooked with like the same utensils, or if they cooked in the same pan and it wasn't fully like washed, like yeah, I'd get sick. So like very, very sick for like a few a few days kind of thing, at least overnight for 2 days or something like that. So it was always really bad. There's a lot of electronics and shit in here. I might go just dump this stuff in the car because I could probably pick it up in my inventory, but she'll start taking extra damage. But yeah, it was really, really bad. But these days I don't have too much of an issue. It's just that for some reason at the moment I'm probably in like a state of like high stress or whatever. So yeah, whenever I eat something, I get a really sore stomach from it, even if it's small. And yeah, and then I obviously like deal with like nausea, bloating, whatever for a while afterwards. I don't know if I've got all that there. I don't know if I can fit much more in this car. I'll just see if I can put some stuff on the back seats. Because if I can bring it home... Oh, that's right, I'm bringing home a door as well. Forgot about that. I just don't want to put the medical stuff away. I hadn't really planned on checking out this area, but like this looks like it might be like a convenience / sewing store type thing, so I might actually just leave it. I did shut the door. You're already in the driver's seat, that's fine. I don't know if this kind of strikes me as like all my doors are open. Hold on. Let me get out of the car. My doors aren't all open, are they? Nope. That one's at least not. Is it getting a little better, right? No, it never goes away. It's inflammatory bowel disease, and yeah, it's something that like essentially there is like no fix for it. Like I could have, if it was bad enough, I could have surgeries and remove like sections of my bowel and stuff. But the problem with Crohn's disease is it's my entire digestive system. So that includes like basically my mouth all the way through to the other end kind of thing. So sometimes I get like ulcers in my mouth, or I get stomach ulcers, or I get really bad reflux, or, you know, vomiting, diarrhea, or any of that kind of stuff. Like the best way to kind of describe it for most people is if you've ever had like a gastro bug kind of thing where you get like really bad like vomiting or diarrhea or something like that for like a couple of days or a week or something like that. It's like that, except it never goes away. So yeah, I just have to be careful with shit I eat and stuff. So yeah, it's also management of stress and stuff like that. So particularly in my case, like I get sicker from like financial stress. There's nothing I can do about that kind of thing, you know. So yeah, I just try not to stress about certain things. At the moment, my condition's basically barely even active at the moment, so it's doing really good. It's just that like I have this really heavy bills period of time that's between February and April. I'm just in like the last week of it, so that's why I'm having a bit of issues with my stomach still at the moment. So once I get past that, it should calm down even more. And then, like, unless my condition decides to flare up or something like that, it will probably just kind of stagnate to where it is for probably most of the rest of the year, I'd say. You know? The food poisoning before, but getting gallbladder removed and stones were causing occasional pain. Oh, yeah. Yeah. At least you're managing. I'm trying to comfort you, Tom, but don't stress. It's just like, I don't know. I'm currently like, even though I have like medical conditions, I've got old injuries, I've got basically like, you know, a rough kind of history there, sort of thing. I am still in like the best health of, you know, like medical health of my life kind of thing at this point. So it's not like, I don't know if they just put that on. I think they just put that all in the needle thing by accident in the needle box. Yeah. So even though like I've got all these conditions and stuff, it's not that bad, you know, kind of the way to look at it. Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, when it comes to food and stuff, I don't really eat much, so it doesn't kind of have anything to kind of irritate it, you know? So, yeah, it's just that, I don't know. I also go through stages where, like, I also cannot get hungry for, like, I'll have that occasionally. I'll have it where, like, I cannot possibly get hungry, and I'll have that for, like, a month or something. That's usually really weird, and then I'll get past that, and then I'll be ravenously hungry, and I want to eat like 15 times a day or something like that, you know? So I'm kind of used to it now. I've had this for like, that I'm aware of, we've had it diagnosed since like, I was like 26-ish, I think. So I've had it for a good while. And yeah, I'm pretty reasonably well adapted to it now. It's just, I don't know. I've like essentially like this long bucket list of like stuff, you know. I will stretch. I could actually do it for a stretch. My back is killing me. And I'm sitting up pretty straight, so no catch me prawning at this time. Let's see. I've got the front doors and shit out of this one. I do want to see if I can make a rainwater collector inside the house, because if I can, I can fill it up with water, fresh, clean water, because the taps are still on at this time. Plus, I kind of got to feed her as well, so we'll see about that. I've currently got this junk pile in the middle of my room for the moment. I'm just bringing everything inside, and I want to put stuff on the walls. I want to get like crates and shit in here. I think I saw some crates in town. I did say that like I wanted to build elsewhere, but let's find for a moment. See, I could put like a rainwater thing there, or I could put it, realistically, I could also just put it in near the water, like here, kind of thing. That would work too. Do I have the skills for this? Mechanics, carpentry, maybe? I might have it. I don't know if I got planks and nails and shit though. But, yeah. No, I occasionally go into depth in like my like health and medical conditions and stuff like that. I'm so just kind of like right out of it at the moment. So like, I'm sorry if I haven't like explained anything like very well or anything. I'm just like, I feel like I'm still waking up, which I sort of am, because like I only really woke up at like I said, like 9:30, and I don't know how many planks I need for this. I thought it was like 4. We'll try 4. There we go. And we'll just see if I've got nails in here somewhere. Maybe. I don't think I do. I have a lot of everything else. I might have it a little bit further down in the pile. No. Okay. I was pretty sure that I had nails in here. I might not be seeing them, because nails often, like when they're in the box, I just kind of don't notice, you know? I'll just eat some stuff at the moment because she's hungry and what, you know. Did you get good sleep, or did your neighbors make lots of noise? I think my neighbors are actually really quiet today, which was weird. Like, I normally have to sleep with, like, earplugs and stuff these days because, like, as you know, like, next door's doing renovation and the other one's got, like woodworking or metalworking or something as a hobby going. And, yeah, it was quiet. It was quiet until, like, 3 or so in the afternoon. And then I kind of woke up and I was having, like, just an upset stomach sort of situation then. And I'm like, that kind of ends up like waking me up for a bit. And so yeah, after I got past that, I just kind of didn't go back to sleep for a while, which was fine. I might have it in here. I accidentally put a bunch of stuff in this, but yeah, I did go back to sleep for probably like 5-ish until like 9:30. But the reason why I'm like so capped on the sleep, like I said, is like there is a bit to do with like the neighbors been keeping me up. And I'll go check the cars, see if I've got nails in them. Neighbour's been keeping me up a week, plus on Tuesday or whatever, I was up for like a couple of days without sleep. And then I had, I just didn't get a lot of sleep like after that kind of thing. And I know that between today and tomorrow night, I won't get a chance to sleep. There we go, there's nails. Yeah, between today and tomorrow night, I'm not going to get a chance to like get any rest. So, because I got to go out during the day. Usually Saturday, I don't really sleep during the day. Pretty bit it's new in and stuff. I sleep during the day and I'm awake at night. So it's kind of like preparing to be awake overnight, casually, just like every 1 week kind of thing. It's supposed to move while asleep. No, I'll give you some scratchies if I can. I could put it in that corner where I could see it better, but I don't think this corner would be that much of an issue. I don't really want to put it in next to the bathroom kind of thing, you know? I might put it over here because I can see it. But like, I got sleep, but I'm still tired, if that makes sense. Like, I got a lot of sleep, but I am just tired. I might need I think I need a bin bag too, actually. I know I don't have bin bags in here. I think I've got it in the car. I'm trying to remember how to make a rainwater catcher, and I've only made them once, like last game, so I don't know the full recipe off the top of my head yet, which is why I'm a bit all over the shop here. Plus, I also have some stuff in the car and some stuff inside, because I was supposed to move from here and go live somewhere else, but I think if I was to live here for a run, I'd be a lot closer to everything else over this side, and then I'd get to explore a bit more, which means that when people come in and they want to like mention certain places, I'll be less likely to shut them down and be like, hey, don't spoil like locations and stuff. I'd actually be able to like talk about it more. So I was thinking that like living over here wouldn't be a bad thing. This is just my feelings about Zomboid, but like if you have a big like glass front thing, the building should be colder to stay in winter. That's how I kind of feel about it. Because in Australia, we don't have like really thick glass or anything on our windows. So it kind of makes sense that like you feel the temperature outside, inside. But yeah, I understand like it's not necessarily like that. It's like pack items in box. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I do want to grab a garbage bag out. Would you have any coffee today? I just had a black coffee with sugar in it. So it was basically a double coffee in a cup. So like a tablespoon of coffee and 2 tablespoons of sugar. It's still raw sugar. We've got raw sugar at the moment, so that's what I'm kind of using with that. But I don't generally drink coffee. I drink it when I'm like really tired like this, but I don't have it very often. Like when I was doing like a day job, I would have like such a routine with it. Like, you know, I make a coffee when I get to work, and then I have another coffee around like mid-morning, and then after lunch and late afternoon, and like I drink quite a lot of it. But when I'm home, because like essentially, if you consider it, I'm self-employed working from home as a streamer, so I don't actually have like a like household kind of flow of like eating and drinking at specific times kind of thing. I don't know where to find this in here. But yeah, I don't generally drink coffee or tea or coffee or hot drinks. I want like a rainwater collector, but I don't know what it's called. I might just sit her ass down on a chair for a second while I try to find this recipe, because I don't know where it is. I've only done it like once and I don't know where it is. You sit your ass down. I would have thought that it would show up here on the main screen if I had all the ingredients, which suggested I probably don't have all the ingredients, which is fine. I don't have it favorited or anything. Assembly, carpentry, carving. I would think it's carpentry. Maybe. Could be in here. It doesn't appear to be. Bucket of water. I don't want that. It might not be crafting building, maybe? This looks like what I'm looking for. I couldn't find this. Rainwater collector with tarp. I feel like a tarp might be useful for something later. And I just feel like there's no difference between the tarp and the knot kind of thing. But I'll make it. I'll build one of these. There we go. I'll build one of these inside. And I'll pour all the water I've got in this place. I don't want to put it there. I want to put one outside too. Not with the tarp, but with a garbage bag if I have the ingredients. I guess I used up the ingredients just then. Composter, no. Maybe? It's there. What do I need for that? I need 4 nails and I need a 4th bag. Oh, sorry, four planks, 4 bags. I don't know if I've got that many planks. I might. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what we have in this place. I could take apart another stand, but I don't know if I'll get enough wood for it. I kind of just want to grab those 2 planks. Yeah, if I can physically grab them off the floor, or grab them off the floor. Yeah, I normally just drink like water mostly. If I'm lucky enough to have like soft drink at the house, so like drinking Coke, as like just something with some sugar in it and shit. And yeah, I have been getting energy drinks lately because I've been doing the rigging and stuff, which often when I do rigging, I sit there for like 16 to like 20 plus hours rigging. So I tend to kind of want that little bit extra to kind of keep me awake. But yeah, it's not like, probably not really good for me, but I tended to kind of lean more towards energy drinks than coffee and stuff because of my like Crohn's. I would get like really sore stomach trying to like have a coffee sort of thing. So I would tend to find that like the energy drinks don't upset my stomach. Depends on the energy drink, mind you. I'll see if I can disassemble one of these at the back here because I need wood and I kind of want to get rid of these. See if I can get rid of this one. Maybe I need a hammer. I have a hammer. It's just not out yet. There we go. Yeah, so because it would normally like upset my stomach, and depending on what I'm doing, where I'm going, and like time frames and stuff like that, and just pain in general, sometimes I just prefer to have like, you know, not a coffee, but the caffeine of like a soft drink or an energy drink. I need a saw. All right, that's fine. I'll grab a saw because I saw one over here. Honestly, at this rate, it's easier for me to just pick up stuff off the ground by like telling her to go grab one. So I only want her to grab one of these if I can. I want to stop her when I see one of these lift off the ground. And then, like I said, because we've got... Oh, she's picked up both anyway. Because we've got the water, I'm going to go tip out all the water into the rainwater collector. I know that generally speaking, you want to make a rainwater collector outside. But because the water is still on, I don't know, I think it's like 50 liters or more or something that it holds onto it. Or it's like 400 liters or some shit. So if I can fill it up with running clean water, I don't have to put one outside at this time. I'll have, not infinite, but I'll have a fuck ton of water at this stage. Like, I could probably make a couple over here, and then I'd just have like essentially infinite water. I'd just have to walk over and take a cup or something like that sort of thing. It's very unusual to have this at this stage. Plus, if I get wood out of this, I'll have a plank. Otherwise, I have to go somewhere and get a plank. I don't think I got anything from that. I did not. I'm gonna have some water. Hold on. Plus, I think also today I was just like, when I was laying down in bed, I was just like so comfortable. Like sometimes when I sleep, I'm just so fucking uncomfortable. I have a lot of old injuries. I've got like a fair like share of like medical conditions and all sorts of shit, right? So like on any given day, there's just general discomfort sort of stuff, right? So yeah, getting to lay down, like waking up, waking up and not being in any kind of like pain or discomfort, and the bed feeling that extra soft. You know the memes where you see like, you know, when you go to sleep and the bed looks like a hard slab of rock or something, and then it's like when you wake up, when you got to get up or something, and it looks like it's like heavenly or something. It's felt like that. And I'm like, I don't want to get up. But I also knew that like I've got stuff, you know, in the next like day or so, and I'm like, I'll get up, you know. If I can get her to carry as much of these as possible without her being crushed by it, we should be able to fill up the water dispenser thing really fast. And then I should be able to refill these and put them out here as soon as they're empty too. And then we'll have a literal fuck ton of water. We'll also give her probably a decent meal, maybe. Transfer liquids, add liquids. Transfer it from that. I would rather do it like a transfer liquid kind of situation, but since she's only got like a couple of things here, I think I may have stopped her midway through that just then. I don't want to fill something. I want to empty that pot. There we go. How much is in here? Container info. Okay, it's not giving me container info. I'll get that in a second when I want to transfer stuff. So what I want to do is I want to fill everything. This is going to take me a hot minute. There's a fair risk between like the day and the night with this that we might maybe run out of electricity or water. So I want to transfer liquid because that will show me liquid quantity. It's got like a tiny bit. I want to switch that over if I can. I don't want to do the water bottle. Do that. Actually, I'm at work on watching, but I have today off, so I'm in bed and it's heaven. Oh yeah. I feel like that's like, obviously playfully speaking, it's like that's rubbing it in my face that you get to like lay in a nice comfy bed and stuff. But like, yeah, no, I find that funny. I'm glad you get like a day off and stuff. The funniest thing is because like usually speaking, Australia is like out of like sync with like where most other like time zones have like weekdays, weekends and stuff like that. When I stream on like Monday and stuff, it's still sometimes Sunday for some people, and I always find that funny because it's like, yeah, they get a chance to like watch me on like my Monday, their Sunday, and then when it comes to like my Saturday, people are just like dealing with their Fridays and stuff. And yeah, time zones are fun. I do want to transfer. This is going to probably take a little bit. If I had another dispenser, this wouldn't take nearly as long. Honestly, just pouring it in there without doing this does seem like it's almost a little bit faster. But I am kind of keeping track of this. Mind you, it's going to take a lot. I really only need one of these inside. And like the buckets, if I had more of them. I do have another bucket out in the car actually. I just realized that I remember seeing a bucket in one of the cars because I put it in there with the view that if I had to drive somewhere far, I would have a lot of water with me. So I'll just go grab that. And the good thing is I'm not really attracting zombies up here, which is kind of nice, you know? Do you think you'd survive a zombie apocalypse? No. Like I've said before that like if a zombie apocalypse situation happened, like as much as like most of us want to feel like we could probably navigate a lot of stuff, like I have a lot of medical conditions. I have like a weak immune system, and I'm also a woman as well, so you know, I don't think I'd want to participate in that, you know. There's like I don't think I'd want the struggle of like, you know, do I keep my pets alive? Is it safe for them to not be? Or I mean like, you know, is it safe for me to keep them around kind of thing? Like, are people going to like try to eat them or, you know, and then just, I don't know, lawless society wouldn't want that kind of thing. But zombies themselves, like, I'd like to think that like I could make like reasonable decisions, but if I'm forced to be in a group, like I can make reasonable decisions for myself to keep myself safe. But in a group setting, you'll have like that hive mind kind of situation where everybody kind of like overwrites logic. And then I'll have a gut feeling that says, this is a bad idea, or this timing's a bad idea. And yeah, it's reality. It's not like a game. It's not like if you fail, you just go back to your spawn point kind of thing, you know. In reality, you experience something really horrific and then die, or don't die, and then like die later kind of thing. So yeah, real zombie apocalypse, don't think I'd want to participate in that. But like if I was like a game character or something like that, where like it's less inconsequential, maybe, possibly, I don't know. Hey Faded, what a fucking conversation to walk into. Welcome in. How am I? I'm alright. A little bit tired, but that's kind of like the usual here. And this is vanilla. I've only really been playing Zomboid for like since 2 Christmases ago, and I only really get to play it like once a week on like 4-ish hours kind of thing. So I don't have a lot of hours in Zomboid, and I'm still experiencing the game. I don't want any like location spoilers and stuff. But yeah, occasionally I'll genuinely ask a question about the game. You guys are welcome to like answer and give me information then and whatnot. But otherwise, yeah, I'm just chilling, just exploring. I'm up in Riverside. I have been here before, but I chose to spawn in